just subscribe below, and if you enjoy this, if you find it helpful, please leave a comment and give it a thumbs up.
Hi, my name is Daniel Jones. Please make sure that you only listen to this when you can pay it your full attention. When you can pay it your full attention and allow yourself to just respond fully and completely. Do not listen to this if your attention is required elsewhere, for example, whilst operating machinery or whilst driving. So now just allow yourself to get comfortable and relax. Allow yourself to get comfortable and relax. And I don't know if you'll relax deeper with the words that I use, with the way that I say those words, or with the spaces between my words, or whether you'll relax deeper and deeper with the way that your breathing can alter and adjust itself, or the sounds around you. And as you continue to relax deeply in your own way, you can begin to just pay attention to what I'm saying. Now, many people have come to me for help with having a fear of going outside their own home. And all those people have had their own unique reasons why they've got that fear. Sometimes it could be because of a personal event. Other times it could be just because of something they've seen on the news. So what I'd like you to do is just take a moment to think back. Think back to the most extreme case of having that fear, or the first case, the first time you ever experienced that sort of anxiety about going outside your own home. Or if you know of an incident that caused that fear, then go back and think about that. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I really don't like it, and 1 being I'm comfortable with it, just rate that experience in your mind from 1 to 10. And this will give you a benchmark to compare the results with. Now just imagine yourself sat down, just close your eyes and imagine yourself sat down with a TV set, a little black and white TV set in the distance. And then imagine drifting out of your own body, floating through space and time so that you're stood beside the TV set, looking back at the you sat down watching the TV set. Now on the TV set, put that experience there. That's it. And have a calm point before the beginning and a calm point at the end of that experience, so that the video will start at a calm point and end at a calm point. That's it. And now just from where you are, when I say now, just watch yourself watching that old video all the way to the end. Watch yourself watching that old video all the way to the end. And take about 2 seconds to do this, and just do that. Now, watching yourself watching that old video all the way to the end, that's it, all the way to the end, that's it, excellent, excellent, that's it. Now take a moment to drift into the end of that old video, into that calm point at the end of that old video. Seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, feeling what you felt, only everything will be in a new direction. Everything will go in reverse, everything will go backwards, or the action will happen backwards. The sounds will happen backwards, the feelings will happen backwards. And taking about 2 seconds, when I say now, rewind all the way back to the beginning rewind all the way back to the beginning, to that calm point at the beginning. And just do that now. Run all the way back to the beginning, really fast, all the way back to the beginning. That's it, all the way back to the beginning. That's it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's it, that's it, that's it. All the way back to the beginning. And now drift out of that TV set through space and time. And go and float yourself down into that you sat over there. That's it. And now from this point, I'd like you to watch that old film in fast forward. Watch that old film in fast forward. From that calm point at the beginning all the way through to the calm point at the end, taking no more than about 2 seconds to do this. And this time just chuck in some circus music. Just make that as funny as you can. Make it as ridiculous as you can. Just chuck in whatever you can to alter the way that incident looks on that screen. Now, with many incidents for many phobias, people learn something from the incident. But the important thing is that you remember what it is that you needed to learn from the incident. Yet you can look back on the incident and not feel overwhelmed by anxiety. And the way to make yourself not feel overwhelmed by anxiety is to mix in another strong positive emotion so that they cancel each other out. So in some instances it may seem like it could be inappropriate to be mixing in circus music and other funny things. But it helps to take away the anxiety, which changes how you respond to future situations. So just mix in some music, perhaps circus music, and in a moment I'm going to ask you to fast forward that memory again when I say now, all the way to the end, taking no more than about 2 seconds to do this. And when you do, that circus music would play with a high-pitched sound because it would be going in fast forward, and everything may sound even more ridiculous. Circus music would go, so everything could sound really ridiculous. And you can just do that. Now, fast forward to the end, all the way to the end. That's it, excellent. All the way to the end. That's it, that's it, that's it. And now just drift into the end of that old movie, into that calm point at the end of that old movie, of that old distant movie. That's it. And again, just rewind all the way to the beginning when I say now. Only this time, do it so fast it takes less than 1 second. And everything will go in that new direction. Everything will go backwards. And just take no more than 1 second to do this. And just do that. Now run all the way back to the all the way back to the that's it, all the way back to the that's excellent, excellent, that's it. That's it. And now again, drift out of that old movie. Float through space and time. Drift and float yourself over. That's it. To that chair, that's it. And now watch it in fast forward again, taking no more than 1 second to do this. Taking no more than 1 second to do this. Watch that old movie in fast forward. And you can do that. Now watch it in fast forward all the way to the end, all the way to the end. That's excellent, excellent. That's it, that's it. And now just allow that screen to go blank. Allow that screen to go blank. That's it. Now imagine a giant cinema screen just in front of you. Pull it up close. Make it massive. Add in surround sound. Make it a high definition screen. And see yourself on that screen. See someone that looks just like you on that screen. And watch them as they leave your house. Watch them as they go down the road, as they go to shops. Watch them as they go doing all those things that you could only have dreamt of doing before you listened to this. And just watch, say, 5 or 6 incidents back to back, of them going out for different reasons, perhaps going out to go to the shop, going out just for fun, going out to many different reasons, all things that before you listened to this you couldn't have even imagined you would have done. That's it. And just notice what you can notice about how you know that they can do all these things, that they're calm and confident going out of the house. Calm and confident going out of the house. And just notice what you notice. Notice the body language. Turn up the volume to their internal dialogue and listen to what they say to themselves, to what you say to yourself in this calm and confident way. Notice how you walk, how you talk. Just notice every aspect of your behaviour that lets you know that that you is so calm and confident. That's it. Now go back to the beginning of these incidents, and this time step inside that you on that screen, seeing what you saw, hearing what you'd hear, feeling what you'd feel. And you can crank up that confidence. Listen to that internal dialogue talking to you, telling you how calm and confident you are. That's it. And just go through the situations again, calmly and confidently. Go through those situations, experiencing that calmness, that confidence in those experiences. That's it. That's it. Just experience the pleasure of the freedom that can be gained, and any unconscious changes that need to be made to make these experiences even greater. Your unconscious can just make those for you. That's it. You know, I often roll snowballs down hills, and as they roll down the hills, I don't know if it's going to go left, right, straight down the centre, or if it's going to meander, following the contours of the hill. All I know is that they get larger and larger and larger, and then they reach the bottom. That's it. Now, as you just continue to experience these events, these experiences, that's it. Changes can happen on an unconscious level. That's it. And I'd like you now just to take a moment to think about that old experience again that we thought about on a scale of 1 to 10, and just notice where that number is now. Just notice how much that number has reduced. Now you can come back and you can listen to this track over and over again. Listen to this track over and over again. And you can use different memories next time, if you need to work on different memories. And the more you work on, the greater the results. And the changes can happen rapidly or they can happen quickly. Now in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5 you can open your eyes and fully wake up and be refreshed. And you know, I often, when I make therapy products, I often make them as if I'm walking along to a little pond somewhere, and I'm hunting for the perfect stone, and I flick the stone into the pond, and the ripples spread out and none of the animals notice. And that stone sinks all the way to the bottom, right down deeply to the bottom, and the whole bottom is now different. If I took a photo before and after, they'd both look different. Both images would be different. Yet you'd never notice that I'd made that change, but you know that it's occurred. So as you prepare to come back now, as I count from 1 to 5, you can know that you can listen to this daily. Listen to this daily and make the changes to your life that you desire. Make the changes to your life that you desire to feel great. 1, 2, 3, becoming more alert and more awake. 4, 5, all the way back now. Opening your eyes, feeling refreshed, revitalized, knowing you can come back and listen again and again and make those changes deeply and permanently.